Hi guys, I hope you're okay. Hope you slept well. I hope you prayed before coming here. Because if you didn't, what are you doing here? Go, go. You have 5 minutes. 5. We start without you. Anyways, so on today, sorry, my camera just. On today, I'm gonna share you quick tips on what you need for interior architecture, because I remember when I started interior architecture, I was going through I was going through YouTube trying to hope and find something that's gonna help me, and nothing was there, simply because interior architecture is a fairly new career, so it's hard to find stuff about it now. But I'm gonna give you the juicy bits. If you are freshers, if you are second year or third years or whatever it is that you plan to do, or you're a freelancer and you want to know what's interior architecture about and what do you do and how it is in everything, got your notebooks, because I don't have mine. Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook? Where? Got it. It was on the table. Okay, ready, steady, start noting. Okay, so number one, I'd say it's pretty much like architecture, especially if you start first years. I mean, from my experience, we were with the interior architects and interior architects, engineer architects. So it's really like very artistic. It's just based on you and your passion with it. It all starts with this. I personally feel like it all starts with you and your passion. Is your passion, yours, not your mama's, not your cousins, not your brothers, and certainly not your sister. So you need your passion. Okay, guys, cool. Next, number two. I think interior architecture really and truly is interior architecture. You just work in the interior. You will do a lot of refurbishment. You will always have the main body sorted for you already. So it's a lot about you creating the inside space. Really and truly, interior architecture is interior and architecture. You're working in the interior. You will always have the main body, like always, or you will do the refurbishment, so you'll probably look around the whole body, but then it's always inside the main body. You understand? Okay, cool. So that's that. Interior architecture is simply you working inside. You will do a lot of refurbishment, or you will have a main body and work in it. Out with lacking sleep, too much models, too much presentation kits, all of that midgickies, that spark in architecture. So you need to be prepared that you need to know that architecture will consume your time, and everybody says that it's not a cliche, it's real life. It will consume you. Honestly, try to learn to manage your time. I think explain that properly. So learn to manage your time. Basically, you can have a social life, but it's very hard to do this with architecture. Like, I know that for a fact, because when I see my friends, we do all-nighters. Some of us don't sleep. It gets to that point. Yes, it gets to that point where you do all-nighters. It's not a cliche. It is not. Second year right now, and the thing that I've realized is they will expect you to know so much things. So if you know that you're ready to study architecture, be sure that you know your buildings, okay, around the world, and you know your architects, because that way it's a quick and easy work for you anyways. You don't have to learn everything from scratch and try to get everything on time and make sure that you know and catch up, because a lot of people do already know these things, and if you're not ready for it, then don't know what to say to you, y'all. No, I'm joking. All I have to say to you is actually you're gonna have to work a lot throughout the year. Like, you're gonna have to catch up, learn things that maybe you could have learned when you were in high school or college, because you knew that you were gonna. But then again, there's a lot of change of careers. So if you didn't know and you weren't sure that you weren't gonna be an architect, then it's totally fine. You're just probably gonna have to work a lot, trying to educate yourself with every architects around the world that you can think of. Like, right now, on top of my head, it's only because I had a history lesson. I can think of Frank Lloyd, Luz, Mies. I don't know their first names because it's too long, too bad, too awful. But I know their family names, and if you already know their family names, then you can refer certain projects that they've done, then you're fine, you're good. Another tip that I can give you, y'all. Oh yeah, if you're a fresher, have fun. Have fun is one of the things that I want to say to everybody. Don't stress too much about the curriculum. Don't stress too much about like honestly, have fun. I've been trying to say to the new years, the first years in my university, to just have fun. Don't stress too much with the deadlines. Then again, it depends on what university you go to, because I know some universities give you deadlines straight on, like on first year. My uni is actually pretty cool, where like you submit your final portfolio in before December or after December, and then you have another portfolio for each modules after the second half of the country the second half of the course, which is around May, June-ish. It depends, but yeah, I honestly tell you, have fun. You're a fresher, don't stress too much. Try to travel. Like, if there's a museum that you need to check, go and check it out. If you're a building that you need to go and see it. I'm not telling you to travel the whole world and spend all your student finance or whatever you have, money that you have. No, what I'm saying is, if you have the possibility to travel, do so, because in history it's going to be very helpful, and plus you can show off to your classmates and be like, listen, I went there and it was amazing. I also went there and gosh, that was sick. Like, the building, the texture of the building, the fabric, the material that they use, oh my god, it's like magnificent and abstract, and just show off really, because architecture is all about showing off. I think that's probably like my last tip. Again, this list might get improved over the year. Like, I'm only in year 2, so maybe in year 3 I'm gonna have more tips for you guys, but don't worry about learning softwares, but then again, I'm saying this because my curriculum is very different. It might be different in university, but for mine, I got the chance to learn softwares in first year, and I'm still learning as I go, literally. So I personally feel like that if your curriculum doesn't teach you softwares in the first year, that's when you should start learning. And there's tons of videos on YouTube. Actually, I might actually do a special video to talk to you about new softwares. So if you feel like your first year you're not learning anything from software based, YouTube. If not, don't worry about it. First year is gonna give you everything. It's the whole package for you. It's the starter pack. Boom. That's the starter pack, literally. That's it.